Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
This is the Greens View
Your boy Kales.
and your girl Stephanie, and this is a channel that we're going to start where we talk about every time any kind of topics that come to mind, whether it's relationship, TV shows, whatever. We're going to tackle it. And I'm going to start off by telling you a little about ourselves, you know, how we met and everything. We are married. We're going to be going on 2 years. And it's crazy how, everything just fell into place. That's what we say about God, because before I met Kelvin, I was in in and out of relationships, and I was caught on this one particular guy, and my bestie was like, "Girl, you need someone to talk to, even if nothing comes from it but friendship. You need someone to talk to." And so she asked around, and she asked her good friend at the time. She was asked him, "Hey, you know anyone that my homegirl could talk to?" And he was thinking, he was like, "Oh, pretty much everyone he knew was in relationships or whatever like that." And then he thought about, "Well, I got a guy named Kelvin. He go to church and this and that." And so she ran me the information, and I'm like, "Okay." So she told me about him, sent a picture of him. I'm like, "Oh, he's cute." And then what happened? What they tell you?
Well, my good buddy of let's say 12 years came to me at work because I just happened to be there because I was on his shift working overtime on his shift, and he came to me with the same proposition like my wife's bestie came to her with that same proposition. And so my good buddy, told me about her. And so we started talking though. So I was asking like, what's what's the personality traits and thing, So I was told she go to church. So like, okay, keep going. Then she's single. I was like, okay, keep it going. Then she got her own place and etc. So I'm like, okay. So I was just like, okay, run me the information. So I was given a number. So we start talking.
Yeah, we started talking on the phone, and we talked for a good 5 months before we actually met.
Hmm.
And when we met, went on our first date, Craving Cajun, and I seen him, I'm like, "Oh, he's cute." And we was talking and having a good time. And I always say, um, uh, when he was talking about second date, I was like, "Oh yeah, he likes me," because if a man don't like you, he ain't gonna be asking about no second date. And he was already talking about a second date, so it made my heart smile inside when he was talking about a second date. And so we went on our second date to improv and stuff like that. And then the following month is when we made it official. We made it official the following month, and the rest is history.
And I'm gonna tell you what made it so what it made it interesting on April 24th, 2016 though. What I guess make my heart jump because coming from where we stand at right now, driving a 50-mile one-way trip to my home where I was staying at with pops at the time. So, crushing what's that? Crushing fears
Yep.
and relying solely on God.
Because I'm like, I don't like to drive on the freeway. I'm terrified of 18 wheelers. So for me to even drive way over there to him, I guess it impressed him so much. Like, hey,
Yep. So I was like, I said, I'm impressed by that because I mean, I guess from a man point of view that now for a woman to come all the way to a man like that, and especially they don't solely deal with no freeway
totally
anything like
trash.
that though because of the circumstances or whatever that they have to they got to be feeling that person though for them to go through that, crushing all fears, but that's when you know
And
you.
I didn't expect it to happen so soon because we was just dating at that time without being exclusive. So, and when I was ready, he wasn't ready at that time, and he was like, "Oh, I want to get to know you more." And I was like, I remember I texted him a long little thing like, "Hey, I get that, but I've been there, done that. Don't think you finna just date me for 3 years and then say, oh, I'm not still not ready." So I would never expect him to be like the next following month to say, "Hey, I think it's time." And I'm like, "What? Are you serious?" I didn't expect that to happen so soon. So yeah.
Yeah,
And then
then
I would say too, especially for ladies, never be scared to say what you want, because a lot of people, what I'm trying to say. Let me get my thoughts together. Don't I would say don't be scared to say how what you want and how you feel, especially in the beginning of relationship or getting to know someone. Lay it all out, because I always say the beginning of the relationship is the most important, because you get to see a lot of that person, because at the same time they're trying to be perfect, but it's a lot of truth in what they say. Like example I would give, like a lot of people get in relationships, and then a guy, they talk like, "What's your favorite things? What do you like, what you don't like?" And a lot of them say, "Oh, I don't want kids," or "I want kids." You got to listen to that, because a lot of times people think, "Oh, I could get in this relationship and change that person's mind." No. So pay attention. And that's why I say it was very important when we start talking. We liked a lot of the same things. God was a big one of them. Brought up the same kind of upbringing.
hmm
Um, we had so much in common. We loved, family was big for us, so that was very important. And I think I would say to ladies, pay very close attention to that. Getting to know someone, because a lot of people, they'll talk and talk and not really take in, because and thinking they could change that person. But if y'all not on the same page in the beginning, y'all not going to be on the same page months from now or years from now. And a lot of times you waste your time. And I would say with me too, I wasted my time with dudes before him. A lot of them was either not really committed, waste of time. So if y'all talking two different languages, get out sooner. Make it plain and simple, which the things you like, what you don't like. And a lot of times I would say I wasted my time with a lot of
hmm
relationships I was in, because we talked two different languages. We wanted two different things. The last relationship, I wanted that commitment. He didn't want that commitment. So I wasted a good time. I wasted my time pretty much. But it's very important to listen to that. If I would have really listened to it and suck it in, I should have knew, like, okay, this is how he feel, and he's still gonna feel like this years from now. So I would say that's very important with getting to know someone, to listen to what they
hmm
talk about, and it'll pretty much tell you if you're wasting your time or not. Because if this person's saying, "Hey, I don't want a family," like when we talked, we was like, "What do you see yourself? What do you see yourself?" We both wanted marriage. We both wanted kids. We both wanted this and that. We talked the same language. And I would say pay attention to that. It's very important. You don't realize that the first conversations y'all have is very important, because you're really getting to know each other. And at the same time, even though you're trying to impress each other and be on your best behavior, it's a lot of truth to what that person is saying, whether they like and dislike. So pay attention to that. Ask the important questions. What do you see yourself in 2 or 5 years, or whatever the case? Do you want to be married? Do you want to have kids? Da, da, da. So make sure.
And also, and for the fellas, now I'm gonna turn this around and speak for the fellas now. Now, I think a lot of fellas, I guess a lot of fellas don't, they don't become when if they do be in a relationship though, it don't last very long though, because nothing is being spoken on what they see they self in, let's say in in midterm, or yeah, most important, long term goal. A lot of guys, you know, They don't speak on commitment, because a lot of guys are, they are afraid of commitment and all. They are afraid to commit and stuff. So I think that's why a lot of guys, they get in a relationship and they end up, I guess, not happy in the relationship though, and then they go pull the what they call it, the 80/20 rule. Yeah, in a relationship though, because I know a lot of y'all seen the movie Why Did I Get Married? They speak on the 80/20 rule. The 80% in a relationship, what you got at home, because everything looking good on the inside. But I think that 80% in relationship starts at home, and then nothing going good at home, then okay, then you walk out on 80% and you go with 20, and the grass green on the other side and all those, then you just sacrifice your 80 and then you're leaving out with 20 and all those. So that's pretty much how the relationship goes, doing with a lot of guys and all. Like I say, they scared of commitment and stuff, and they don't communicate with their significant other about what they want. That's why the whole point I'm getting at, fellas, don't be afraid to ask for what, or tell your significant other what you want in life, because
or what you want out the
or what
relationship.
you
So
want out the
basically,
relationship.
it's basically about really communicating and talking to each other, because on both ends, just like a woman could find out what the man like, he could find out too. If she's not the one, don't waste your time. Do not, well, don't be, I always say, don't be scared to pull away if it don't feel right. Plenty times I ended a relationship when I knew from jump this ain't going nowhere. And it was hard, but I still did it. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So don't be afraid to walk away if it doesn't feel right. And so that's on us. We got married May the 26th, 2018, had a most beautiful wedding. We're going to be celebrating 2 years. April 24th, we'll be celebrating 4 years of being together.
Hmm.
And then the next month, we'll be celebrating
2 years.
2 years of marriage. So glory be to God for that. And marriage takes a lot of work. It's a lot of communication, and every day you still find out something new about your significant other, your different personalities, you're still learning about each other. So I would say with that, a lot of people, when they hear marriage, they think it's just all glamorous, and it's all about still learning about that person. I don't care if you've been together 10 years, you still learning about that person. You still, still getting to know, like I'm still getting to know his personality. He's still getting to know my personality and things we like and we don't like. And that's the beauty of marriage, is, still uh, learning about each other, very much communicating, very much got to communicate with one another and stuff. And I would say definitely keep God first and pray, 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 pray.
And definitely patience.
Mhm.
Because in the marriage, for the fellas, if you ever, let's say if you
And vice
ever,
versa,
and vice
both.
versa,
It's both.
I'm gonna let you speak for the ladies, and I was gonna speak for the guys, or we could just speak for them both, whichever come first though. But I'll tell anybody though, if y'all willing to get married in the long run, make sure it's for the right reason,
Yeah.
because because once you get married, yeah, this is, for better or for worse. And I've seen a lot of guys who we used to work with, for for like even now and years ago. A lot of them get married for the wrong reason though, because I think the number one deal breaker though, that a lot of my homeboys' marriages don't even last long though, because God wasn't in the center of it. So I think that was the number one deal breaker right there, because God was not in the marriage. But now, everybody, when everybody get married though, everybody expect it to be forever. But nobody, what I learned, number one ruling, the deal breaker, God wasn't in the center of it though. That's the number one. Keep God in your marriage, and always pray without ceasing, because the devil comes in every second, every minute, every hour. So God already told, as long as God stay in it, the devil got no control of it. The devil can't have his way. You got to make sure, pray without ceasing. Make sure patience. Make sure humility. You being humble. So that not
And
only
listen,
goes for
and
me, and
listen.
it goes for the both of us too, though, because we're not just gonna preach to you. It goes for the both of us too, though, because we got to practice humility. We got to practice patience, perseverance. So you always got to have them fruits of the spirit, though. That's what's gonna make the marriage everlasting and all. As long as God in
Okay.
it, then
You
can nothing hold you back and all though.
and we want to say Happy New Year. Happy
Yes,
New Year, everyone. Start off with a clean slate. Whatever you're going through, leave it in
leave it in
2019.
2019
Leave it over there.
and pray and
Pray.
pray with me and Sister Green right here. We're gonna be praying for you. So y'all pray for us. We pray for you, and then we could all come together as a unit, as a whole, as a community. We keep the
Hmm.
devil on the run, so the
Yes.
devil will not attack us.
So Happy New Year, and we're gonna move on. Okay. I'm going to touch on my weight loss. I want to work on my weight loss. I started I started in 2015 losing when I lost my weight initially. I lost 92 pounds, and then time I met Kelvin, I had gained a little of it back, and then after we got together, then I gained all of it back and then some. So I want to start over, and I just really focus on my weight loss, get it under control, be at a healthy weight that I choose to be at, and then try for a baby. Because at first I kept trying for a baby, and the Holy Spirit been talking to me, and I keep hearing about weight loss, lose weight, lose weight, lose weight, and not just lose weight, but get to where I want to be. Because at first I was like, oh, I'm gonna lose 50 pounds and then try, and I'm like, no, I want to get to my goal this time. I want to actually get to my goal, and then if God said the same, then a baby will come. If not, it's other ways to have a baby and different stuff like that. But I want to focus on me first. I want to get myself right. I want to get down to my goal and stay focused, because it's hard. It's very hard to lose weight. Like, mentally, I'm weak. I got to get back strong. And it's hard when you losing weight, and especially when you I use food as comfort. I can sit up there, been and ate a full course meal, and then I go grab another, and then I eat another meal, then I eat another meal, and I'm like, dang, why am I doing that? And then after I eat it, I feel disgusted. But that's what I've been struggling with, is this, overeating for no reason. It's probably boredom. I'm probably still grieving for my mother. It could be all kind of things, why I sit up there, overeat. But so I'm gonna try to focus on my weight loss this year, and I'm not calling it a resolution, because so many people call that a resolution, and it don't last. So I'm not gonna say this is my new year. No, this is what I'm trying to do. Um, this weight loss and keep it off. That's the plan. And then say I'm at my goal weight, and then I have the baby. While I get pregnant or whatever, I'll still be able to maintain my weight, because it'll be more easier to maintain than me getting um, pregnant now and overweight and gaining a lot of weight and stuff. So I want to focus on it now while I can, and stuff. And then when I start losing, when I get to where I want to be, then I'll be comfortable to tell you, okay, this is how much I weighed now, and this is how much I weighed before, and this is what I weigh now. I'm not gonna do that now because I gotta get back strong, and I'm not there yet to put it all out there like, woo, woo, woo. Just know I'm overweight, but not for long, not for long. So yeah, and babe gonna help me, and I think that's very important to have that a partner and buddy system to keep you account,
Hold
keep
you accountable.
holding you accountable. I think that's very important. So with his help, and then me already getting, because you got to do it for you. You have to do it for you. That's the only way it's gonna work. Because if you're doing it for a spouse, if you're doing it for friends, if you're doing it for anyone else, it's not gonna work. So I had to get to the point and say, okay, I'm getting too overweight now. It's not cute for me. Even though my husband never complained or anything like that, still
Hmm.
say I'm beautiful and all that good stuff. I know I need to get this in check, you know,
Hmm.
and I'm going to get it in check and take better care of myself and not overeating and stuff and fast food. You know, I've been there, done that. So I'm gonna cut the fast food. I'm gonna cut all that unhealthy eating that I've been doing off. You know, I wanna go back to how I was in 2015. I was eating oatmeal. I was using the Morning Star product. So if anyone out there that know any good tips with weight loss, please in the comments drop down some stuff, encouraging words or whatever to help me, and I'll read them and respond to you. But I'm ready to do this journey, and I know right now I'm off for break, so that ain't helped either, being off. And then I got to get back to work, and working around food is very hard. So that's why I say mentally, I got to get back strong to, you know, because it seemed like once you start your weight loss, everybody offering you food.
Hmm.
Here, I made this for you. I made cookies. And that's how I was before. When I first started, I'm telling you, so many people was offering me food, candy, left and right, but I was strong at that time and I didn't take it. I didn't take nothing. So I got to get back there. I'm not there yet, but with God, I can do it, and I will do it. So I'm just gonna continue talking in my head like, no, Stephanie, you don't need it, because our mind, it makes us think we need this stuff. It really does, and especially when you, like me, been overweight majority of my life. You look at that food as a comfort. It's like a friend you're leaving behind. So I gotta just be strong, and I would do it. I would definitely do it. So that's my plan, to work on my weight loss. And then once I get to where I want to be, then we'll try for our baby and everything else. Unless God say something different, and if I'm pregnant now, I still gonna, I
Yeah. Oh
still
yeah.
can,
You still be on. Still be on. Working on it.
yeah.
You still be
So
working on it though. So either way, so you're not losing anything though.
yes, so definitely that's the plan, is to do this. So we're not gonna hold y'all, but we just wanted to come and talk to y'all, tell you a little about ourselves. We probably are rambling too much, but this is new for us, so bear with us. Hopefully, we get bigger and
Yeah,
better
make it short and
with
sweet for y'all.
our channel. But till then,
Yeah, thank y'all for listening, viewers. So we're gonna have more stories for you. Gonna still keep y'all posted, keep y'all updated as we embark on this journey with her and me being her support partner and all. So we're gonna still keep y'all updated on how everything is going over here. Until then, though, this the Green View, your boy Kels.
and your girl Stephanie.
So we'll see you next time. Till next time, though.
Bye.